Hi, in this video I will be showing you that how you can set up the Xilinx Vivado software on your machine for free. This one video will be enough for complete setup. We will be starting from the complete basic like how you will register for your Xilinx Vivado application, from where you will download, which download option you should choose, etc. And then we will go through the complete installation process step by step. And in the last, we will give you a quick demo so that you can start practicing your VSDL and Verilog SDL designs just after finishing this video. So let's start. Our first step is to get the application set up on our machine. For this, we need to visit Xilinx official website. So simply type www.xilinx.com in the URL of your web browser. Now, once you hit enter, you will notice that you are redirected to amd.com official web page because AMD completed the acquisition of Xilinx in year 2022. So now AMD take care of this. So you can also use www.amd.com instead xilinx.com and you will see the same page here. Okay, next step to go to the products tab. Under the products tab, we are looking for software, tools and apps section. So navigate to the option and click on softwares, tools and apps. Now you will see the option of Vivado software under adaptive SoC and FPGA tools. So simply click on the Vivado software option. Now you will see the download option. So it is AMD Vivado ML 2023.1. Click on download now option. So this is the downloads option page and you will see different versions listed here, including the recent ones at the top and previous and archived version as well. You will also see Xilinx ISE archived options too. We are looking for Xilinx Vivado and I will prefer to choose the recent release. So I will click on the recent version from the list, which is 2023.1. You should select whatever the recent release you see at that time when you are downloading. Okay, at the center, little information about Xilinx Vivado ML edition 2023.1 and some release updates. You can read them if wanted to explore, else scroll down to this page. Once you scroll down little, you will see different download options. Note that this application is only available for Microsoft Windows users and Linux users. So Mac users will not be able to get this application. Okay, so the first option is AMD Unified Installer for FPGAs and Adaptive SoC 2023.1 Windows Self-Extracting Web Installer.exe. Notice the size here, it's just 200 MB. So this is just the web-based application or web-based download option, not the complete setup of Xilinx Vivado application. Web-based download option will navigate you through the download options based on your needs and preferences. All setup and installation files will be downloaded later during the installation process. This option is for Microsoft Windows. Similar option available for Linux users too. It is AMD Unified Installer for FPGA and Adaptive SoCs 2023.1 Linux Self-Extracting Web Installer.bin. This is 265 MB in size. I'm looking for Microsoft Windows application, so I will click on Windows Installer. If you are a Linux user, then select the Linux installer. You will also see the third download options at the bottom, which is AMD Unified Installer for FPGA and Adaptive SoC 2023.1.tar or gzip, which is the compressed setup file. Just notice the file size. It is 110 GB, massive download file, which have everything inside which we may not need. You may choose this option and leave download for few hours to complete, but we will prefer to choose web-based download options for Windows, which is just 200 MB in size, and we will give our preferences during the installation process, and then only needed files will be downloaded. This way we will save the download time and our hard disk spaces too. The only downside is if you going to reinstall application because of any reason, maybe you formatted your machine or uninstall the setup completely from a machine, then you need to give your preferences again while reinstalling, and then all setup files will start download once again. Anyway, I'm just clicking on Windows self-extracting web installer file. Now before you download, you are required to sign in for the services. So you have both the options, either sign in or create an account. If you already have an AMD account and login credential, you can use them for sign in, but if you are a first time user, then simply click on create account. This is AMD account creation page. You need to fill some of your basic details here, like your first name, your last name, your email ID, now preferred language, your location. In the last, just complete the simple CAPTCHA task or click on I am not a robot, and then click on the submit button at the bottom. So this is the next step to activate your account. Once you clicked on submit button, you should see an email from AMD registration with the token number. This email would be something like this. Note that this access token is only valid for 7 days. Normally this email is instant, but in case you don't see the email after a couple of minutes, then try give a refresh to your email inbox. Also, don't forget to check your spam folder. Sometimes they may land to the spam folder. Now once you see the email and see the access token, copy your access token from your email and go back to your web browser. So this is the next step to activate your account. Simply paste your access token which you copied from your email and paste it here. Now give some password. Make sure you follow all the password rules mentioned below. Like your password must be at least 10 characters long. It must have at least one lowercase letter, one uppercase letter, one number and one special character. Now confirm your password, pass the CAPTCHA test or click on I am not a robot and click on activate account. Make sure that you note down your email ID and password because we will need them a couple of times later. If you didn't receive the activation email, then click on resend activation email and wait for the email. Now go back to the sign in page, enter a credential, your email address and your password, and then click on sign in. Now this is the main page and you logged in with your account. If you notice, this is the same page we started, which is www.amd.com, and now we are repeating the steps once again. So click on products tab from the top. Now click on software, tools and apps. Now click on Vivado software. Click on the download now option. If you don't see the option or if you don't see the download now option, then just wait for a while or scroll the picture left or right. Now select the Vivado recent version, which is 2023.1 for me, and then scroll down little. Now select the AMD Unified Installer for FPGA and Adaptive SoC 2023.1 Windows Self-Extracting Web Installer.exe. Now you will be asked for a few more additional details. So enter your first name, enter your last name, your email ID would be autofilled, give your company name or university name, enter your address including address section, location, state, etc. Scrolling down little to this page, give your city name, enter your PIN code, enter your phone number, and in the last your job function, and finally click on download button. That's it. So the file is downloaded on my machine now. This is named as Xilinx Unified 2023.1, then release version underscore win64.exe. So next step is to install the application and setting it up on your machine. So jump into the installation process. As I said, we only install the web-based installer, and all the application files will be downloaded later based on our preferences. So installation is the important step because we would be giving our preferences during this process. So let's start. Okay, so this is our application. Right click on it. Click on Run as Administrator. Now files are extracting. Wait for a while. Okay, this is the welcome page of the application. Click on Next. Now enter your email address and password. Make sure you are using the same email address and password which you created during the registration step. Now select the download and install now option. Click on Next. Now choose the Vivado software and then click on Next. You will see two options, Vivado ML Standard. This is free edition, and another is Vivado ML Enterprises, which is paid. So we will select Vivado ML Standard and click on Next. Now at this screen, you can select the FPGA devices and the application preferences. So Vivado is by default selected, and this option is grayed out because we are downloading our application for Vivado, but you can choose the application for the devices. Now once you set it up, then click on Next. Now some end user agreements, so there are many, so click on I agree whenever it is been asked. Okay, all done. Now click on Next. Everything else is good. It is also showing how much space this would be required on your machine. Click on Next. So this is a summary, whatever we have selected over the installation process. So review this and click on Install. Okay, so the installation process started now. First, the files will download. It is 21 GB for me at the moment. Once it is done, then installation process will start, and at the final step would be the final processing. I am fast forwarding the video to save time. Meantime, it is in process. Please consider to subscribe to Learn and Grow community and press the bell icon. Okay, downloading of files is about to complete now. It is almost done. Okay, so it took 27 minutes to download the files. So now the installation of files is being started. It will take little more time to install the files. So I will again fast forwarding the video. Installation is about to complete now. While it is completing, please press the like button and comment if you like this video, or if you have any question. Please share if this video is helpful. Okay, now installation is completed. It says it took 6 minutes to install the files. Now the final processing is being started. Okay, so now this is the time for a quick demo. So we will open Xilinx Vivado. So I will search for Vivado. It's Vivado 2023.1. Click on it. So the application is starting now. So here is the quick menu. It is asking for create a project or open a project. We are creating a project, so click on create project. So this is the main window. Simply click on next. Give some project name. By default it is project underscore sequence number. So it is project 3. You can change it to something else. Say Mux 2 underscore or 2 underscore 1. You can give the project location. I am leaving this default. Click on next. So select the RTL project at the moment and then click on next. So this is asking for adding a source or creating a file or creating a source. So we are not adding a file, so we are creating a file. So I will choose create file. So file type is VSDL because we are writing our code in VSDL. Give some file name. Suppose I'm saying the file name is mux 2 underscore 1 5. Leave live file location as it is. Click on OK. So this is our VSD file named as mux 2 underscore 1 file.vsd. Make sure the target language is VSDL if you are writing in VSDL. If you are writing in Verilog SDL, choose Verilog. Same for the simulator language, choose VSDL. If you are writing the VSDL code, click on next. So this is asking for add constraints file because we are not working on the FPGA at the moment. We are just working for the simulation. So we'll leave this blank. Click on next. As I said, we are not working on FPGA, so no matter what device or what part you are selecting, so choose any device. Suppose I am selecting Spartan and this. Click on next. So this is the summary. So we created a new RTL project named as mux 2 underscore 1. So it says will be created. One source file will be added. We didn't add any constraint files, and this is device we have selected. So simply click on finish. Now it's creating the project. Now this is asking for defining a module. So it has been asked that what is your entity name, what is your architecture name, and the input output port list. Okay, so suppose I am saying my entity name is mux, my architecture name is behavior. Because we are designing a mux, so we will have 3 inputs. So input A, this is input type signal. Another port is B, which is again input type. Select is our third input, and Dout is our output type port. So select out. So everything has been defined. Now simply click on OK. So this is creating the file, and you can see this is design sources. You created the mux 2 underscore 1 file.vsd. Under this you have a mux as an entity and behavior as an architecture. So simply double click on this and it already created the VSDL body for your project or for your module. So it have the library declaration, it have the entity declaration and the architecture declaration too. So we just need to write the behavior of our function, which is mux. So write process inputs in the sensitivity list a comma b comma select. Now begin. Say if select equals to 0, then the out gets the value of a, else the out gets the value of b, and if and process, and in the last and architecture, which is already written. So now it's time to simulate our VHDL code. So just navigate to the left panel and you will see the simulation tab here. Simply click on run simulation. Now select run behavior simulation. Okay, yes, I wanted to save. Now the file is being analyzed and it will tell you if it is having any syntax error. If not, then you will see this page. Okay, in this window this is the waveform window where we analyze our design. So it has 3 inputs and 1 output D out. So at the first step we will restart completely. Okay, now this looks good. Now it's time to give some inputs to the A input, B input and select. I have selected A. Suppose I am giving 0, so select this, select binary, give the value 0, click OK. Now right click on B, click on force constant, select binary. Suppose I am giving 1 to B. Now right click on select, click on force constant, select binary, give some value, suppose 0. Now click OK. Now choose nanosecond and 10. Now click on this button. This will run your simulation for 10 nanosecond of time frame. So click on it. So you see we get some results. So our input A is 0, B is 1, select is 0. So if select is 0, D out will get the value of input A. So D out is 0 here because input A is 0. Now let's try changing the select input. Now we are changing this to 1. Okay, now again we need to run it. So click here. Okay, so click in this time frame. Now if you notice that select is 1 now at this particular timestamp at the yellow marker, and D out gets the value of input B, which is 1. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for regular updates.